Any feedback at all is really appreciated when it comes to making these videos. I wanted to remind you that, oh geez, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 ah! Well, I did not expect that creeper to get us like that, but thankfully we survived. Froe here for another vanilla-ish Let's Play episode. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be starting at a place that we haven't been for like 20 episodes now. So let's get to it. Do you know where we are? This is our flower farm that we built like a million years ago. So I doubt you probably know where we are, but we are... Wait, where are we? So that's east. So our base is that way and that way, just about 400 or 500 blocks through the ocean. So we're about, well, we're not too far away. But we built this farm a long time ago, and we are now running out of flowers. So that's why we popped over here. I think that turns it on. Yeah. It was a super simple setup. We got some dispensers under the ground here that are throwing bone meal, and then we just have a clock set up so that every once in a while water pushes them off the edge. We did this back before we had lots of mounts, man, I can't talk. A large amount of iron or redstone or anything like that. So this is a pretty simple design and was pretty easy to set up, and something we did, I don't know, like way back in the beginning of the world. Anyways, we need all of these flowers, not just for decorations around our base, but we're actually going to be using them for dye so that we can make a bunch of concrete powder. So I got a little bit of a project in mind involving concrete powder, or concrete in general, that is, and a map. We're going to try to do some pixel art today. Now we're picking a snowy biome because I'm hoping it shows up on the map as white, and we're going to be using this to decorate a pillar we're going to build to kind of commemorate our parrots that died a couple episodes ago. But again, I have no idea how this is going to work. What I do know for sure, though, is maps are, like the smallest one, are 128 by 128 blocks. So we have quite a lot of room to work with for our pixel art, for what I have in mind. So I'm excited to try this out. Now, our goal is to find just kind of like a relatively flat area. Kind of like right here might work. Oh, there's a village though, so that probably puts the kibosh on that idea. What about over here? We'll try right here just to check it out. So we just right click and it creates a map. Yeah, that's perfect. And then what we'll probably have to do is go through and cover up all the lakes. Holy cow, that's a lot of lakes for just such a small little area. But cover those up, not a big project, and clear out the grass so that it can snow. So it's my understanding that when we have this small of a map, when it's 1-to-1 like that, every block is represented as one pixel on the map itself. So let's just demonstrate that, or let's see if that's true quickly here before we continue. Green might have been a bad choice. Let's try blue. So we might be able to get that to show up a little bit better on the map. We see that? Oh yeah, look at that. It even updated when after we placed it. It might be hard to tell on YouTube, but we'll place a couple more blocks and then update it. Yeah. So that's perfect. We can use we're actually going to be using a lot of blue to make our pixel art here. So that's good that works. Man, this is a lot of area to clean up then. So let's go ahead and get started on chopping down the trees and taking down the tall grass and just making sure that we have like a clean slate here to build our pixel art on. Well, it's that time to tune you back in on the progress we've made. I've done some squid hunting to get black ink so we can make black dye. And that's why I got a mob head here. Yeah, so I've gone ahead and finished flattening out the area. You can kind of take a look at it down below there. It took actually a lot longer than I thought. And, you know, maybe using the snow biome here was a mistake. But I think we can still make it work. I kind of forgot that I have to... like make sure I keep the actual pixel art lit up then too so it doesn't get snowed over. But that shouldn't be a big deal. And here I have a little bit of a model of a parrot. And it turned out okay. The there's one big problem. First of all, I built it upside down on accident. And the other problem is that it's pretty tiny. And so my original plan was to split the map into like 4 quadrants and then have like 4 different pictures that were kind of telling a story of our adventure. And I decided kind of against that because I don't know if we can get like, I guess I don't think the resolution will fit. You won't be able to tell the details on the map when we place it on the ground. So instead, I think what we're going to do is create like just a mural. Mural? How do you say that word? I don't know. I'm not very good at speaking, which is a problem. Anyway, so just one single picture here. I think it's going to be like me front and center with maybe the parrots on both of my shoulders. I don't know. And honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to building this. So I'm going to start getting my materials set up as I kind of talk. In fact, that's kind of how I roll when it comes to everything in Minecraft. I try my hardest not to look up tutorials or anything like that. I watch other Let's Players like Ethos Lab and several really smaller YouTubers. But I do that mostly for inspiration for how I can improve my videos and improve my world. I don't look up tutorials for anything like redstone tutorials or like mob farm tutorials, and I don't mean to make that come across as bragging. I mean, you guys have seen the things I've built. It's they're not pretty. You can probably tell that I'm just kind of making them on my own. But that is one of my goals in this Let's Play, is to kind of make everything myself so that, I don't know, I just feel a little bit better about it. That's just my perspective. I could be wrong. I did want to say that when it comes to Minecraft, something that I think everyone should do is have a stronger focus on watching others play or playing with others. See, I'm in a position where it's very difficult for me to do multiplayer, to do SMP. So instead, I watch a lot of YouTube people play. And so then, I think Minecraft's a very social game. So I think they all kind of tie in together in a very positive way. You know, like I get inspired from watching anyone play, not just professional or big YouTubers. So I'm going to continue to encourage people to watch YouTubers of all sizes, because the reality is the smaller the YouTuber, the more realistic their goals and accomplishments are for the average player like you and me. So that's just my little spiel. So yeah, the plan then is to figure out the center of our map here, build a version of my character, and then have the parrots on each shoulder or some kind of situation like that. And remember, this is to build a monument to immortalize that, you know, both of the parrots who died a couple episodes ago. Okay, we're going to try to find the center of our canvas here. And I think it's going to be an uneven center because it's 128 by 128 blocks. Oh. I guess that's a little bit of a spoiler. We got a new data pack installed that adds in some new custom mobs that are super exciting to have. I wonder what this effect is. Instant damage? Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, now we can get spider fangs, which are just renamed Dragon's Breath or whatever. So just a cool little addition to the data pack. To the world, or to our game here. There's actually a lot to that data pack. I'm exploring it off camera right now, just so that I have a little bit of a feel for it for myself. So, okay, so from that corner to here is exactly 1 stack worth of stone slabs. I think going in this direction should be another exact stack. So just want to double check that. Let's see, we got to recount. So we have 2 there. So now if we go all the way for 62 blocks this direction, we should hit the other corner of our canvas. Usually I cut boring stuff like this from the video, but since I'm talking about it, I think it's a good thing to keep. I usually use boring stuff like this as an opportunity to be more frank and have an actual discussion with you guys, because I'm really bad at playing this game and talking at the same time. Yeah. So what I wanted to talk about frankly with you guys is cutting stuff in a Let's Play. I usually cut quite a lot. What do you guys prefer? Would you prefer if I kept more of this kind of grindy, boring stuff in the video? Do you think, I don't know, I just don't have much of a feel when it comes to Let's Plays. Because like I said, I watch a lot of smaller ones, but I don't watch a lot of like Let's Plays overall in total. I probably watch about a dozen or so consistently at the moment, which is not that many. I used to watch like 20 at a time. But yeah, let me know what you guys really like to watch or see in Let's Plays. Specifically, is there anything that I do in mine that you really enjoy? You're like, wow, Fro, keep doing that. It's really enjoyable watching you do that particular aspect of, playing the game. I don't know if that makes sense. All right, and just to amend quickly what I said, I realized that when I ask a question, like, what do you guys think of this? It's a very broad question, or like, what do you like about my Let's Plays or whatever? I'm probably not going to get, any responses from that because that's a really tough thing to comment about. But, just any feedback at all is really appreciated when it comes to making these videos. I wanted to remind you that, oh, geez. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Ah! Oh, my goodness. Oh, geez. Oh. Where did that guy come from? Was he a legendary mob or is he one of the new mobs from the data pack that we just installed? I don't even know. That was kind of scary. Okay, anyway, so don't feel pressured to leave like long, elaborate comments giving me like detailed feedback or anything. Anything you guys give me, I really appreciate. This is our world together and our Let's Play, so I just want to give you guys the feeling that I want to listen to your input, even if it's bad or negative or maybe not what I'm looking for. So yeah, thank you for doing that. I'm going to tune you in a little bit here. So where we're standing right now is the very center of our canvas, and I think that's where we're going to put my chin, or like my neck area. So then our body is going to be facing that direction, and then our head and stuff is going to be behind us? Is that how we want it? Hold on. Now I gotta match it up. No, that would be reverse, right? So if we go this direction, this is gonna be our body where we're kind of walking right now, because that's south of the map. I guess it doesn't really matter because you can rotate the map, but I think we're gonna keep it based on like north and south. So this is north, so we'll have our head over here and our body over there, and then the parrots will be on our shoulders, like kind of this direction and over there. And here's that mock parrot we have. I just used an online Wikipedia reference image to make it. And we're going to have to blow it up a little bit bigger, like increase the size just a little bit so that it shows up a little bit better on the map. So I've been working on the pixel art long enough now that I feel comfortable kind of showing it off a little bit. So here is my face for reference. And this is what it looks like in the pixel art. And this is what it looks like in the map. So I think it's turning out pretty good, actually, overall. Couple weird things that we should address together quick. First of all, my eyebrow here is a little bit funky looking. Right, it's like kind of sticking out too much, so I think we need to get rid of this. And I noticed that this isn't centered, so let's go ahead and fix that as well. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better now. Being centered and having the eyebrows changed a little bit. I think I'm going to switch up the left eyebrow a little bit more. Get rid of... Oh, I don't know, that's tough. I don't like how much this overhangs. Maybe we'll do this. Yeah, I think that looks better, actually. Maybe even just that. And something I wanted to address is, first of all, I want to change the color of this. Maybe to a darker brown, so let's try brown terracotta. Is, in case you're following along, every pixel I have on my face, I'm going to represent by a 2x2 block. So, we look at our face. Our eyes are 1 pixel. So then we have 2x2 black squares here to represent our eyes. That gives us a little bit of freedom to add in some extra detail like the white here. And, the eyebrows can be a little bit more detailed then too. Let's look at the brown. That actually looks pretty good, having it straight across like that. I think, though, we could maybe replace this with spruce wood. And by the way, the reason why I'm inspired to do this mural project is because of ancient Rome. Like I said in the past, I am so inspired by ancient Rome, and they are really known for building murals and monuments and dedications. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. I actually really like that. That's coming together pretty well. And here we are about another 20 or 30 minutes later since the last little update. So I just wanted to show you guys what we got. I added a little like button up shirt to our guy, even though our normal skin doesn't have it. I don't know, it just adds a little bit more detail and looks nicer. And I was trying to figure out how to add in more colors. For example, we have like varieties of reds on our helmet, for example. And it's actually not difficult at all to do. It's as simple as just raising up the blocks. So like before I was trying to add in like red concrete, but that comes up as the same color in maps. So instead what we're going to do is raise the middle couple blocks here like this. And then when we look at the map, it's going to be a slightly different color. Although I don't know if I like that. Maybe if we did just one layer. Maybe that isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. I know we can create like an outline kind of like that and it looks decent. It just kind of has like a red line. So it's almost like there's shadowing in the maps. It's like pretending that the sun is over there, and by placing blocks here, it gets lighter on one side and darker on the southern side. Interesting. I wonder how we can use that to add detail though. And then I started building our parrot over here. So we're going to put our blue parrot over here. I just don't know how we're going to do it yet. But these are going to be like the legs or whatever on our shoulder. And we're going to have our left arm, or I guess our right arm if we're talking about the character, kind of be pointing like up and going this direction if you follow my little character on the map. And I'll probably carry a sword and maybe have the other parrot flying away or something. I don't know. I'm so bad at this. Oh, he's definitely big relative to my character. That's kind of derpy looking. I don't know. I don't know why it's so funny looking. Oh, geez. So I've been coming across a problem where, like, if we look at the green parrot here, it's like really rough and unsmooth, and that's because I have white concrete powder below because the torches melt the snow. And then the snow's one layer above, so that creates a slightly different pattern for the map. And so I've been fixing that by just coming around and slabbing it with direct slabs. I mix it nice and even then. So I've done that across the entire thing. I just wanted to show you the last little step here. And then, yeah, nope, that's right. We want that covered up. I think we're done then after this. We have to clear up that, or over there, yeah, there's like a row of smooth stone or whatever that we put up when we were trying to find the middle of our canvas here. And after we clean that up and our equipment over there, then we are ready to move on and actually build the monument itself. This is taking a long time. Let's take a look. One last look. Oh yeah, looks like we're missing. Yeah, there's like one little speck right there. You gotta be super careful because just the tiniest little thing will show up on the maps. All right, now all we have to do is just take care of all these shulker boxes, clear the ground here, and cover it up with snow. Do we have any snow left? I don't see any, so we'll have to use slabs, which isn't a big deal. Something that's kind of nice is, check this out. We got like tons of grass now, so we can bring that to our island and green it up a little bit, which will be very good to see. Actually was running out of grass, so this was actually good timing for the project. All right, I wanted to show one last little picture of it before we head on out of here. Yeah, it's it's good. It's a little derpy looking, but it's good. It's a good first attempt for pixel art. Like I said, I've never really done this before, and any feedback to improve it would be awesome. I am not a very artistic person at all. And we got our blue bird that died in the beginning of the episode, and then the green bird died later on. That's why we have them both here. The green bird is supposed to be flying, but I didn't know how to do the wings very well. I think if I get ambitious, I'm going to try to add on like another layer of a wing that's kind of like jutting off from the left side here. So it looks like he is flying. But it's challenging to add details like this. And I mean, there's a lot of white space, which I think is fine for now. But I definitely like this idea of using maps to create pixel art for our base so that we can create custom murals and paintings. I think that's a good idea. I'm going to continue to practice it, and you know, maybe after like a dozen or so attempts, we'll come back here and spruce this one up a little bit. So with that said, I'm going to be ending the episode here. My original goal was to try to get the actual monument built itself. We're going to have to wait until next episode to make that happen. I've been working on this since like 9 o'clock this morning. It's now around 3:30, and I got a couple other things I want to get done today. In fact, we're building an herb garden at my house. So that's going to be a project that I wanted to start and get kind of far on today too. Oh, don't fall into the lava. So I'm kind of excited about that. I've started to recently really like cooking, and fresh herbs are a huge component of that. And instead of spending like $3 or $4 per a little pack of herbs at the grocery store, we're just going to try to grow our own kind of as a family here and see how that goes. So with that said, you guys have a wonderful day. There's a legendary skeleton over there, so we'll just let him kind of do his thing. See you guys around. Thank you for the support. I really do appreciate it. And you guys have a wonderful day.